Good morning, good afternoon, good night, everybody. Welcome into the age of Aquarius. So we have been standing on this threshold for quite some time. The Great Conjunction is very specific. It begins today, but the age kind of floats, okay? So this energy of 0 degrees Aquarius is very, very powerful. Welcome to the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere, the summer solstice in the southern hemisphere. Wherever you are, a very auspicious day for new beginnings, for opening to higher frequencies, the Great Awakening, beginning in earnest for a lot of people these days. Beginning in earnest. So some of you are talking about the need to hermit yourselves, the need to, I definitely have felt that more and more, even as we get through December. But this message for you this morning, or wherever you are in the world, I have done two things. First of all, I have done a reading for the Great Conjunction that is on Souls on Fire, my other YouTube channel. Excuse me. I will drop a link below for where you can find that. And over on Souls on Fire, I've also put a meditation to be used around the energy of this solstice, of this Great Conjunction, to share love, spread the warmth of human kindness across the globe, across the new earth, and welcome in the age of Aquarius. So if you're interested in that meditation, there's a link below, okay? This is a morning message for you, for whoever's watching. Whoever needs to hear this, if you're attracted here by the title, then there's a message in here for you. If this is the first time you're seeing my channel, welcome in. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and share, and drop a comment. If you're brand new to this channel, welcome. All right, let's see where we go here. This is the Gaia, fittingly, the Gaia Oracle that I'm going to start this reading with. This reading is going to go wherever it goes. Okay, whatever message wants to come through. I've asked my guides, Isaac and Isabel, to naturally inform this reading, which they always do. Today was a special engraved formal invitation to them. It really was. Okay, let's see where we go. Sacred Journey. I'm going to read you some of this from Gaia Oracle. Eternal Dance, Movement, the Wheel of Life, the Path of Least Resistance. That's a good message. I will elaborate on that. Liberation, breaking free from all negative attachment. That's pretty powerful, okay? So life cycles, family transformations happening. I do feel like the other day I was doing a live, I think it was on Friday, could have been Thursday in the Patreon group, but we were talking about how to prepare for this, how to prepare for the solstice, especially how to prepare for the age of Aquarius, the Grand Conjunction. And it occurs to me, and is more loud as the weekend went on, that this is really about letting go of any attachment, and here it is reflected in this reading again, letting go of any attachment or the need to be somehow prepared, okay? The more you can stand in your authenticity, embracing where you are right now in the work that you're doing, in the awakening that you're having, being grateful for the moment in time that this is, whenever you're seeing this video, being grateful for the moment in time that you have right now. So the preparation is really not about controlling it, because sometimes preparation can be about control. Have you ever noticed that? It's like, okay, I want to make sure. A lot of times preparation is making sure nothing goes wrong. Okay, Charlie. See? Expect the unexpected. Making sure nothing goes wrong. That you know, when you're planning events or when you're planning, that's how I met Colleen. We worked at a large agency. Come on up. That had to do with event management, and one of the things we would do would be something called a risk meeting. I don't know why this is coming out, but it is. And the person who was running the event, myself or Colleen or whoever it was, would sit at the head of a table and talk to the owner of the agency about the event. And then he would proceed to throw spitballs at you about what could possibly happen and all the plans that you might have, contingency plans for, okay, what if this happens? What if it snows? What if this person cancels? What if this? What if that? What if this? And it was an excellent exercise because when you're in the event, you had thought it through. A lot of what spiritual awakening is about letting go of old ways of controlling things or old ways of planning for contingencies and all of that, and allowing the experiences to sort of flow through you. And this is a very different kind of preparation or planning or anything like that. Those words don't even seem to make sense to me in this sense, because you're releasing yourself from any attachments. So this is really one of love and boundaries from any kind of negative forces of things like that. That's certainly a very important thing to do. But give yourself a chance to don't plan yourself into a corner or plan yourself out of the spontaneity, the eternal dance of life. All right? Because a lot of times surprises and Uranus, we are going into a whole year where Jupiter and Saturn are square to Uranus in Taurus. Taurus is about the planning. Taurus is about like, okay, I feel comfortable enough. Let's let it ride. And I've done my contingency work. Uranus is about surprise. So today, as the great conjunction happens, for those of you who don't know what that is, Saturn and Jupiter in alignment, 0 degrees Aquarius. For all of us, Aquarius is about humanity and about being in service to humanity and allowing for things, but also allowing for good things. It's not just about surprise. When you hear surprise, do you think negative? Do you think, oh my God, I don't want a surprise? Right? The mantra is, everything is always working out for me. Okay? So no matter what shows up, no matter how the cycles move through your life, it's about letting go of the rigid idea that everything has to look like you expect it to look, because what you're missing is the magic of life, the magic of how the world and how the universe unfolds before our very eyes every single day. All right. So 8 of Cups, Hermit, Son of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Hanged Man. I'll walk you through this. 2 of Pentacles. Woof. 10 of Wands. Somebody you're dealing with. I feel like you're the Hermit here. Knight of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Marching forward very strongly into whatever is going to take place. This is the preparation. All right. The spiritual, the meditation, the going deeper, the welcoming in your ancestors, welcoming in your spirit guides, whatever they have to say. Not controlling that process, instead allowing, okay? Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter and, Sag and Pisces, okay? So the people you're dealing with, likely, this could be an individual person, someone who is very, very stuck, okay? Has a hard time making decisions, and also someone who can play the victim role pretty strongly, okay? Really needs to release and let go. 10 of Wands, letting go of all attachments. You're likely a teacher for this person as you're being a teacher for yourself, okay? 8 of Cups, walking away from things that don't work. And this can be hard because in this, there's 8 cups here. There's a lot of connection, all right? There can be a lot of time and effort put into a relationship or a career or your health or something along those lines. And how you're attempting to control that is the thing that's causing adversity. I need you to really hear that. Okay, so for example, in terms of your health, if you're relying on solely on Western medicine as opposed to any kind of natural healing, then you're closing off an entire way of being. A lot of times Western medicine doesn't have the answer because it silos our systems, right? You have an ear, nose, and throat doctor. You have a heart doctor. You have a cancer doctor. You have a general practitioner. And a lot of times they are not comfortable in crossing over because of how they were educated and how the expertise is taught to them. But here's the thing. It's all connected. Okay. And natural medicine, more holistic ways of looking at, and a lot of Western doctors do this now. Look at the whole system. Okay. And I remember when my mother was passing away, one of the things one of her doctors focused on, which I really respected about him, and this was back in '02, was her sleep. And other members of my family were like, give her a pill, give her this, give her that. And he was like, if we get the sleep thing right, a lot of things can be taken care of by making sure that she has a good night's sleep. And I remember someone in the room going, and that's what you went to 8 years of medical school? And I was just like, yes. Right away, I was just like, he's working with the body, not against the body. I thought that right away. And I was grateful for that doctor because he was much more about her rhythms and how her body was naturally working through some of this. She didn't die of anything that could be cured by a pill or anything like that. At 88, she had simply lived her life. She had come to the place of departure to the next life, to her, this thing that we're encased in doesn't last. The soul lasts. So this needs to be shaken off at some point, okay? But while we're here, taking good care of this is going to be of the utmost importance moving forward. All right? Healthy is the new sexy. Just saying, okay? So the person you're dealing with may not know that, all right? They're very unhealthy, or they're very resistant to any kind of whatever I was just talking about, any kind of more natural kind of experience, is very resistant to that. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the King of Swords. So while you may have been gently, and sometimes not so much, I think you got pissed. I think you're getting pissed about this person or this experience of things being rigid in your face. Okay, this can be your work situation. This can be health, money, whatever. Getting pissed about things being rigid and, pushing back at them. It's almost like a So in this scenario, Wheel of Fortune is about releasing and letting go the anger, the frustrations of things that aren't going in your way, or you're perceiving them not going in your way. You're perceiving them that way. You're learning to think better of that. Okay? You're learning to think better of that. And so you may have been very gentle. Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. This is very sweet energy. Okay, but if you're dealing with an outside force, walking away because you see the clarity. Okay, the chances of you going, all ninja on them may may end this situation. Yes. But I also feel like this person is not necessarily listening. So it's not about, like, you can't teach. There's no teaching if someone doesn't want to learn. There's no teaching. That's impossible. Okay? The best teachers in the world of our time, of any time, are the ones who simply channel messages, speak messages, speak their wisdom, and allow those who are open to hearing it, hear it. So I feel like you might have tried multiple things to deal with this person. You might have tried, hey, let's learn something new. You may have tried kindness or sweetness or something along those lines, and you're still frustrated with this person they're not listening, they're not paying attention or something like that, it's just like King of Swords. Can't care anymore. Can't care anymore. That's not really what your job is. Okay, so I'm going to read 19 and then I'm going to read 25. So 19, let's see here. Eternal Dance. The lady featured on this card feels completely at one with her nature. She is in tune with the rhythm of the earth and her changing cycles. So she does not resist the forces of nature, but moves gracefully with the wind. Yet, though her body sways with the wind, she is not swayed from her path, for her feet are firmly planted in the earth. She remains poised and dignified and balanced. She has shown up in your reading today to help you loosen up and feel the rhythm of life. You will benefit greatly if you allow yourself to be a bit more flexible. Be open to new ideas. Accept that there is a natural thing, a natural way for things to change. Do not resist life's natural flow. If the path you are on seems to be all uphill, then find another way. If this is you, this could also be you, in your spiritual journey and feeling things moving forward and feeling like this is what I got to do. I'm supposed to do this. There's a chance that if you're finding that there's resistance to it, not resistance in the sense that there's challenge, because that always occurs. Even if you're on your path, there's challenge, but there's a different quality to a path that is naturally yours. You feel exuberant, excited. You don't feel frustrated or angry. This is making you feel frustrated and angry. You might need to find a different way. There are many ways to get where you want to go, so find the way that offers you the least resistance, the path of least resistance. Life does not need to be as difficult as you are making it. It is often easier to dance your way through rather than try and push your way through. Give it a try. So this can be as you're dealing with people who are not awakening. I feel like there might be some of you who are worried about people who are not awakening. Fair enough. But this King of Swords is telling you, it's not up to you. Even if you're a teacher, a healer, guide, or shaman, especially if you're a teacher, a healer, a guide, or shaman, which those of you know, those of the teachers, the healers, the guides of the world float through this channel. Okay, that's been my considered awakening moment in time that I have had this last couple of weeks. That y'all are here for a purpose in time. You flow through here and you move on and you come back. Whatever you do for you, okay? And that's on your path and that's on your channel. So listen to your own channel. You're flowing through here for a specific purpose. If you're watching this reading, it's likely to let go of trying to control how other people think or even to try and control your own path. One of the things I said last week on the Patreon Live was that everything we think we know about our spiritual path, everything we think we know about Twin Flame, how it's supposed to work, is going to be upended. So even if you have this, like 2 years ago, you've had this monster awakening. Mine was in 97, and then again in 08, and again in 16, right? It shows up differently. It keeps showing up. It's not like a one and done. You're not awakened one moment and then bam, I never moved to another level of consciousness. It's now a process, okay? So your awakening is a process. New information comes in. So resist the urge to attach to a belief system about Twin Flame, about spiritual awakening that is more than 2 years old. Lots of new information has come in since then. Lots and lots, okay? So resist the urge to, if you're watching a video about Twin Flame signs and it's more than 3 years old, I wouldn't even watch it because all of those things are being upended now, all right? Liberation, breaking free of negative attachment. That's a very important thing based on, you can get into negative attachment when you're trying to force other people to awaken. Healers and teachers and guides and shamans do not do that. They merely state their messages, share their messages, and whoever needs to hear it, okay? Liberation. Whether you realize it or not, you have become too emotionally attached or dependent on someone or something. Or you have allowed or inadvertently caused someone to get too emotionally attached to you. What at first seems like a healthy friendship or interest now seems to be taking over your life or is creating too much codependence. A situation that initially seemed like a positive, spiritual awakening, has now revealed a negative side, the attachment. This is, in effect, like a form of addiction. You're advised to examine this issue and then create some space between you. For your sake and for the sake of others, you must do whatever it takes to break free from this negative emotional attachment. Initially, this may cause some resentment and even a sense of panic, but the end result will be worth it. When you manage to emotionally detach yourself from this issue, you will have learned a valuable lesson, and this will serve you in the future. So this is part of it, is even like your hermit learning. So once, you hermit, you go through dark night of the soul, you come out with all these like amazing things to say, amazing things to share. But a couple weeks from now, there's going to be more. And a couple weeks from then, there's going to be even more. So don't attach yourself to the learnings that you had 2 years ago. Don't attach yourself to the learnings that you have right now. Allow it to be fluid, all right? Allow for growth, for your own growth, because you can get spiritually stuck in some of these teachings and some of the teachings that you once found an incredible amount of solace and genuine peace in are also, it's not just the ones, oh, that's a bad belief. That's something that's really negative. It's not that. Even the ones that you found peace in are evolving. All right. So just be mindful of that. This can be a relationship. This can be a way of doing relationship. This can be a way of looking at your work on this planet. Even when you get the job that you want the most, it needs to evolve. And then eventually one day it might be too small for you. Okay. What are the blocks that you need to look at right now? King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Hanged Man. The truth about abundance. The truth is there's abundance all around you. The universe is unlimited. So you are King of Pentacles. You are this energy of massive abundance. This is a mindset that we've been working with for quite a while, about the truth about that, about the truth about stability. All of those things are the definitions of stability even is being changed as we're moving into this age of Aquarius. All right. So the need to look at it differently, the need to look at letting go of old burdens, of allowing in a more feminine way, right? Allowing things. Very interesting here. Actions and advice for you. Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Page of Cups. Apologize when you need to, but stand up for yourself. Don't hold back your feelings or don't hold back your goodness. You don't share your goodness. I'm talking right to somebody right now. You're not sharing your goodness. You're holding it all inside, worried about being attacked for your beliefs or worried about something. And you need to allow yourself to speak your truth that brings in abundance. And you need to stand up for yourself then, because part of the Aquarian, the age of Aquarius is about standing up for your beliefs, no longer keeping silent if things are not in alignment with your mission or your path or your truth. No longer, right? And also there's something about money that you need to get right in your head. There's abundance is all around you. Self-worth, the ability to allow money to come toward you. Page of Cups, to see it with fresh eyes. Getting rid of all the belief systems of your family, right? That's what hermits do. They relinquish all the beliefs that they had previously. And this is a constant process, all right? Eternal dance. Messages to you from your higher self. World, Five of Cups, Six of Wands, Death. So it is with some sadness that we let go of the old earth, that we let go of the old way of doing things. There was something stable or solid, or at least the visage or the assumption of stability in what we knew before. Letting go of old beliefs, there's suddenly a vacuum of beliefs, but you have victory and you have transformation. Massive change happening right now. Hermit and the Death card here. World. Endings and new beginnings. Endings and new beginnings when you get clear about these issues. The movement, wheel of life, wheel of fortune, path of least resistance. That's what Saturn moving with Jupiter. Jupiter is expansion, Saturn is restriction. Your new ideas are that love is all around you. Abundance is all around you. Everything is always working out for me. Things don't have to be hard. 10 of Wands. Things don't always have to be a battle. If you can just release that belief, everything is always working out for me. Things are easy. Things are easy. Do I have to put effort in? Sure. But there's joy. There's joy. There's happiness. There's commitment. There's love. There's abundance of all kinds. King of Swords, really seeing this very clearly. Letting go. The Wheel of Fortune coming in to crush this 10 of Wands here. Strength. You betcha. 3 of Wands, looking to the future. Wow. Magician and King of Cups. Ooh, I like this. Chariot. 9 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Celebration coming in. I feel like this is a big overcoming. This is big victory over the things that have tied you up in the past. Whatever it has been. What are the belief systems? This is the thing to release and let go of, okay? Release and let go. We're going to be having a new moon in Cancer. Yes, a new moon in Cancer coming up on the 30th. This is about finding your home. Okay, Cancerian, moving forward with victory, transforming with victory, becoming this magician, King of Cups, becoming this manifesting out of your heart chakra. That meditation I did was all about the heart chakra and the flow, the mighty river, the bubble of love that is surrounding you, and releasing and letting go. Finally, releasing and letting go, walking away from anything that has been holding you back. Anything, okay? Anything. Some of you could be dealing with blocks around money, some around the way the world works, some around your own ability to create the life you want or to expand into your teacher role. You know, you do this little by little. Like, yes, December 21st is the day that Jupiter and Saturn come into alignment, come into 0 degrees Aquarius. That's very mathematical. It's very precise. But we have been standing on the precipice of the age of Aquarius for years. You know this because a lot of you have awakened. A lot of you have been years in this process. So it's not like, boom, all of a sudden. For some people on this planet who have resisted and resisted and resisted and resisted, there will be a more jarring kind of experience. Okay? You might have had a jarring experience when you first awakened. I know I did. So it's about being compassionate for those folks who, don't really know how to awaken because this is something that they have actively, subconsciously resisted for quite some time. Okay. Tick-tock. Time coming in. All that glitters. Orphaned. Yeah. Okay, come to the edge. This is going to feel like an experience that is pushing your buttons, pushing your boundaries. So even if, that was back to the idea of preparation for the age of Aquarius, that's, I think, what was underneath those questions of how do I prepare was how do I not get caught off guard? How do I not get, a tower moment? How do I not be sad? How do I not, lose my career, change my life? How do I not? the shift into the path of least resistance allows for things that need to leave your life, people to leave your life, and when they need to leave your life. And it's about how you respond to that. Some of you may feel like you're pushed to the edge here. Okay? Especially if you have a lot of earth energy. That's very basic because this King of Pentacles is here, but that's still true. You may also look at money a lot differently. Okay, we may be going into a time where money is going to be looked at a lot differently. Abundance. Remember, I said healthy is the new sexy. So health can be currency. How you live your life can be seen as the valuable piece, right? The teaching, the healing, the guide, the shamaning, all of that, the shaman visioning, and things along those lines with this Aquarian energy down here. It is literally overcoming the blocks that you have to allow the Age of Aquarius to work its magic on you. Very interesting. All right, so that's your message for this morning. If you want to see that meditation, like I said, I dropped a link below. It's over on Souls on Fire. Also, there is a separate reading I did about the Age of Aquarius, which you also might be interested in, and that link is below too. Have a good day.